Here at 11, SLED is investigating after a suspect in a drug bust died in a Cherokee County jail.
His death follows a big roundup from a drug operation called Operation Crystal Clear. Rosser Taco died after he had to be tased. This is a look at some of the other suspects who were arrested in this drug operation. More than 30 people were taken into custody and even more are wanted. These 6 people are still on the run, and if you know where they are, you're asked to call the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. That's where Fox Carolina's Brooklyn Cromer is tonight. She's joining us live. Brooklyn, what can you tell us about this inmate who died?
Well, the sheriff tells me this inmate died at the hospital early this morning. He says he became violent and had to be tased and restrained, and then he became unresponsive and died about an hour later.
A stack of charges after a drug bust lands more than 30 people in jail in Cherokee County.
These are repeat offenders in our community who continue to thumb their nose at the court system, and they're still out here pushing this poison on the streets, and we just want to send a strong message that you're not going to do that in Cherokee.
32 people were arrested during Operation Crystal Clear, and 6 more are still on the run.
There was one that had crack cocaine, one had marijuana, and the other 36 were meth cases. But we want to make it crystal clear that we're going to come after you if you choose to push this poison to our children and other adults in our community.
Sheriff Mueller says one of the inmates taken in during the county-wide bust had been complaining about medical issues since his arrest.
We went to a residence over in Blacksburg around 6:40 in the morning and arrested multiple people at a residence there, and one of the suspects began to complain of shortness of breath and difficulty in breathing.
They took him from the jail to the hospital, and at some point, the sheriff says, Rosser Taco became violent, striking the officer, and eventually had to be subdued.
The hospital security staff, they had to tase him, and then he got calmed down, and then within an hour he became unresponsive, and they tried performing life-saving procedures on him, and they was not able to bring him back. He passed away at the hospital, unfortunately.
And at this point, the sheriff says that they're unsure if the taser contributed to his death or if it could be drug-related or natural causes, but an autopsy is scheduled tomorrow. Now, you're asked if you have any information about any of those 6 suspects on the run to call the sheriff's office here or Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. Live in Cherokee County, Brooklyn Cromer, Fox Carolina News Tonight.